Hot off the truck, today on the channel we tell the tale of Usagi Yojimbo.
The spirit of the warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon unboxing and review. And today, hot off the FedEx truck, we got Usagi Yojimbo. But for all your Usagi Yojimbo needs, well, you better hit Target, as these are Target exclusives. I did pre-order on the NECA website. I did get this in the mail because I did pre-order on the NECA website. But these should come to Target eventually. I don't know, the next couple of months. Not exactly sure, but we're of course going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to see where it goes from there. And Turtle Anxiety, get the shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees, search Kyle Peterson, you can get this very shirt. But it's a real thing again. I watched the San Diego Comic-Con stuff, all the stuff NECA showed. Man, it's getting out of control. And then the turtle layer supposedly coming in pieces that you can buy. Oh man, I don't know where I'm going to put all this stuff. I just built my sewer layer. Now I'm going to have a new one. It's getting out of control, guys. Getting out of control. Or we should all admit, it's been out of control for a while. But there's a lot of turtle stuff to come the back half of 2022 and into 2023, as we know. So wild times. Turtle Anxiety back again. So here it is. There's Usagi Yojimbo. Very cool packaging. Now, he does come by himself here, a single pack, of course. We're used to the 2-packs primarily, but they do some of these special releases like this over the last couple of years, and he fits right in there. Very cool cartoon artwork on there. Looking really good. It's a samurai rabbit. What's there not to love about that? The Tale of Usagi Yojimbo, volume number 8, and I don't remember off the top of my head, but I would assume this is the 8th in this packaging design. We know we've had a lot of them, like I said. The Turtles logo looking good as usual. Kind of the same thing over here. On the back of the package, there he is. Look at that. Look at all that awesome artwork there. Of course, we've got the blurb, the Turtles logo, all that kind of fun stuff. And then I should say here, too, on the front, you get the nice window box we're used to from NECA, and then you got a little glamour shot action as well. So without further ado, let's read the back of the package. Let's see what it says about our old friend Usagi. When Donatello's pan-dimensional portal accidentally transports Usagi Yojimbo to the sewers in New York, the Rabbit Ronin meets his new allies, the Turtles, and soon learns the ways of the ninja. Shredder devises a devious duel to divide the dudes. It's a bogus bunny betrayal. However, years after eating carrots have given the heroic hair 20/20 vision, and he finally sees through Shredder's schemes. Reunited, the Turtles and their fearless floppy-eared friend confront Shredder and save the day. Of course they do. That's the way it goes. That's the way those things happen. Let's see. Can I get him out of the package here? Beautiful packaging. I save all my Turtles packaging, as you guys I've said before. I don't know how much longer I can do that for, but we'll see. Beautiful kind of diorama background there. Always looks really good. Like the looks of that. Oh, we got twist ties all over the place here, so we're going to have to play around with that a little bit. But there he is in the plastic prison, looking really good. All kinds of accessories, as we are accustomed to with these turtle figures. All right, let me get him out of the package. We'll be back talking all things Usagi Yojimbo. All right, we've got the best samurai bunny of all time. I don't think that's debatable. Isn't he the best samurai bunny of all time? Yeah, probably. But we got Usagi Yojimbo out of the package, and as usual with these turtle packs, tons and tons of accessories here. Let's break down the accessories first, and let's look at this little dinosaur. This little dinosaur, I remember it kind of being like cats or something, or like a dog, or whatever you want to call it, a rat or something. In Usagi Yojimbo's world, these things were everywhere, all over the place. Just a very small-looking dinosaur. Very good sculpt here, very nice attention to detail. A little bit of a deep cut, but definitely memorable from the cartoon. You got black spots on him that do have some sculpt to it, so that is nice. Got 2 little eyes at the top. All green right there, so a very cool little dinosaur for you dinosaur fans. How about some hands? We got 2 open hands on the figure, and then we, of course, get fisted hands. He is a samurai, after all. He usually lets his blades do the talking, but sometimes you got to let the fist do the talking. So he's got 2 fists right there, and then we got 2 gripping hands, which you're going to need for all these weapons, of course, with him. All white fur hands, because guess what? He's a furry white rabbit, so it makes sense right there. Don't call him an albino rabbit. I checked. He does not have red eyes, so he is not technically an albino rabbit. What else we got right here? We got Some weapons that I could never tell you their name of. This is basically like a spear type thing. I think a lot of times you see like a string through here and then they swing it and throw one of those things. I think that's what this is. Once again, nice, beautiful cartoon sculpt with the gray on the blade. Nice brown and black handle, very laced, really nice, looks good. And then these things, and I can never remember what these things are called, but I remember them from the old Playmates Turtles back in the day. We used to get these all the time. They look like a piece of pizza, but they're like a dagger. You just give it one of those guys, you put them up their throat, something like that, like out of an 80s movie. But looks really good as well. Sculpting, very cool, but it's got the brown handle once again with the black through it. And then you get a little bit of a mustard color throughout here. Then the pizza slice got 2 different colors of gray on it. Looks really good. I'm here for that all day long. Then we get 2 holsters here for his blades. And I don't think this connects onto the figure. It does not seem to anywhere. But both of his blades that come with the figure, of course, fit in here. And you can see one's for long, one's for short. Brown throughout with a little bit kind of a mustard color at the bottom. Then that leads us into the 2 blades that would fit there. You got a small samurai blade and a little bit longer version here. Brown handle with a little black accents, the mustardy color at the top, and then the silver blade throughout. Beautiful, beautiful accessories there. You got to have those for him. Then he does have, at first I thought this was a shield, but it is his hat. I don't know the fancy name for these hats, of course, but it's a very samurai-esque hat back in the day. Any samurai movie from the 70s, 80s will have guys wearing these for sure. It does have a little clasp on here to stick in behind his hair. His hair, I guess it's his hair, kinda. He's all hair, but his ears, more like it. But a beautiful sculpt here throughout. Looks really, really nice. Very detailed accessory right there with that hat. Then we do get the robe with him. So you do have a robe so you can kind of recreate him journeying through the portal type thing Donatello had. And it's got wire bendy in the top so you can move things around. That's always nice, that extra attention to detail. But it is a nice robe here, very clean, of course. Grayish color robe. Then you do get a little belt here so you can wrap that around, of course, to keep that all locked in. And then I believe this is a headband for him. I believe that's what this is, and we'll have glamour shots of all this stuff, as we always do in these reviews, but I believe that's exactly what that is. Now we break down the figure, and Usagi Yojimbo is a smaller figure, as you can imagine. He is a little bit littler. Would have maybe liked to have seen him in a 2-pack, but they did give us a lot of accessories here, a lot of bang for the buck. But he is one of the smaller single figures that we have received so far. I guess Mondo Gecko was a little bit smaller, but he had a lot of good accessories too. But man, this looks like Usagi Yojimbo all day long. He looks really, really good. Beautiful articulation on this guy too for being a little figure. I guess let's start breaking this guy down. We'll look at the head here. White fur throughout, got the big ears up in a ponytail, I guess we'd call it. He does have one eyebrow going on, so am I missing an eyebrow on mine? Nope, I'm not. I guess I'm just not familiar enough with the character's eyebrows. He's got kind of like one up here on this side, nothing on the other side. Does have his whiskers going on. He's got a nice, cute little black nose. He reminds me of my old dog, Buster. Oh, Buster was the greatest dog of all time. A super sweetheart of a guy. Unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago. But he was all white, like Usagi here. He's got nice blue eyes there against a little bit of off-white in the eye to kind of mix up the color variation a little bit. A very determined, serious look here, and then a very mad look on this head sculpt. He's ready to throw down. He's got his... I keep wanting to say his hair, but I guess his ears. He's got his ears swept back there. Looks really, really good. Depends what you're looking for. And then he's got his 2 teeth showing right here. And if you've ever owned a rabbit, I owned a rabbit when I was a little kid. It's not fun when you get bit by a rabbit's teeth. Those things are pretty sharp, but he's got those all guns blazing right there. But a beautiful head there. All kinds of articulation, side to side, up and down, things like that. Even I keep wanting to say hair, but we're going to say the ears. The ears are articulated as well at the very top. Very cool. Head removable, as you guys are aware. Single jointed elbows, hands removable, side to side on the hands, of course. Shoulders all the way around. A little bit tough. I always say you should probably heat up your NECA figures, make sure they're room temperature ready to go, because a lot of horror stories of people breaking joints and things right out of the package. Has not happened to me yet, but I'm sure it will one day in one of these reviews. As usual, when you start moving the articulation around, a little bit of paint scrapes off, and I got some of that going on in the elbows right now. Give it a little blow ski, get that out of there. But he does have the nice hands here, the splayed out hands, and you can choose your own hand adventure with other hands, of course. Does have waist articulation, not a ton going on there. We do get a thigh up to the top. He does do pretty good splits, I would say. Then we do get the knee articulation, single jointed ankles. You get a little bit of movement there. He's got the big old pants, bell-bottom-esque pants here, all in black, of course. Gray belt, nice belt design on the front. He does got the little cookies. It reminds me of a Chips Ahoy cookie on the front. He has one on the back and one on each arm. That's what they remind me of for sure. But man, a good looking figure. Let's see, does he fit on a ringside stand? That's always a good litmus test. He fits like a glove, as I always say. Go to Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Get yourself some WWE stands. Don't get the AEW ones, the WWE ones. They work for a lot of the NECA figures, obviously Hasbro figures, wrestling figures, a lot of other things. But he fits perfectly on that stand. Looks really good. But in all honesty, you probably don't really need a stand. He has a low center of gravity and big feet going on, so he stands just fine on his own. But if you want some extra security, and I don't blame you, you can get a stand there. But a very cool figure. One that seems like went up for pre-order long ago. I think they had some rights issues because he does have comic book outside of the Turtles and a whole universe and things. So I think it was a little hard for them to get him in this line. It'll be interesting if Super 7 and the Ultimates line can get Usagi Yojimbo. I don't know if I've talked about it before on the channel. Maybe I have. But I was a kid that collected the Turtles back in the early, mid-'80s. I guess it would have been about 87 or so. But I was so far into G.I. Joe, so far into wrestling, Star Wars, He-Man as well, that, you know, I couldn't get them all. I couldn't get all these because, hey, I was going to wrestling or G.I. Joe first, and if they didn't have anything I needed, I moved to the Turtles. So I had the 4 Turtles, I had a Foot Soldier, Bebop, Rocksteady, I had the main players. But outside of the Turtles, all I had was Splinter and Usagi Yojimbo on the good guys side. So I have a lot of memories of Usagi Yojimbo toy as a kid. So I would love to see an Ultimate Edition from Super 7 down the line, and we'll see if that ends up ever happening. For a little height comparisons here, how about there he is against Donatello? How about Leonardo? How about Leonardo right there? And then Shredder. So you can kind of see the height differences between these guys. I think he scales perfectly here. Rabbits aren't super big, as we all know. Magic stand, there it is. But very cool welcome addition to the Turtle set. I'm here for this all day long. Like I said, eventually, if you didn't get it off the pre-order from NECA website, these should be hitting targets hopefully sometime in the next couple of months. Don't hold your breath. You never know when that might happen. They got a lot of inventory they need to clear out, I think, as well. But a fabulous figure that did not disappoint, especially with all these extra accessories. Really, you could buy a second one of these, have one in the robe with a different head scan, different hands. You're off to the races with another character of him. So there's a lot to like about this bad boy. But you guys in the comments, let me know what you like about him. Are you all in on this, all out, not sure yet? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on old Usagi Yojimbo. Let me know your thoughts on turtle anxiety in these days. And like I said, pick up a t-shirt, ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, support the channel. You can also support the channel over at Patreon. We got bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, and early access to videos like these. And best of all, you get to support the channel. Twitter, SirPaul64. Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. That's where you can hit me up if you want to talk about anything. And of course, subscribe to this very YouTube channel. Like and support the channel. And of course, for Usagi Yojimbo, I am Kyle. And I'll see you guys all real soon.